Okay, so let's go on to our next wine of white, a Chardonnay, and from a fairly small winery I gather called Hosmer, which I had not visited before, so they must be fairly new. Sara, what can you tell us about Hosmer and the Chardonnay?
Right, so Hosmer really focuses on vinifera varieties, and Chardonnay is a specialty. And this is interesting in a region that really focuses on, in terms of white, on Riesling. And this could be, it's coming back now, Chardonnay, but for a long time, we were looking for more interesting varieties that we hadn't tasted before in whites. So I think it's a bold move to go really classic and with an emphasis on the Chardonnay vinifera variety. How does Chardonnay in the area stack up to the reputation of Riesling? Do you think that it is capable of producing just as much of a high quality wine as Riesling does in the Finger Lakes?
I absolutely think so. I think Chardonnay for a long time, not in this region necessarily, but across the board, just kind of got a lot of eye rolls like, oh, another Chardonnay. And I think that as we've seen even with Riesling in this area, just as you have people that are just really interested in wine and they don't necessarily want to spend $50 on a bottle. So our price points are very comfortable for most people. All of a sudden Chardonnay is getting another look again. It's like, oh, wow, this is a really cool expression of your site. And there's a whole trickle down effect when you're passionate about what you're doing and people coming to the winery are also reflecting an interest in what you and your staff is so passionate about.
I think the best thing we can do is tell people that this wine only sees oak when it passes by it from about 100 yards away, because in the glass, there is no oak at all. I actually like this Chardonnay because it does play, once again, if you don't mind me riffing on you, Sara, like a Riesling in the glass. It's bright, it's leaner, it's hotter. If people want a lighter white wine with good underlying acidity and a pretty fruit nose, which I think we all like to drink every goddamn day, this Chardonnay plays in that way. I love it.
Yeah, I agree. I kept searching for oak. It felt like there might be oak because there's a body to the wine, but I really couldn't taste it. And I think it used just enough to kind of enrich the wine a little bit. The acid's great, as you both mentioned. For this style of Chardonnay, I'm really pleased with it. It's a lovely wine. It's done a good job.
This is New York State Chardonnay that was made by a wine grower, not a wine maker. And that alone, round of applause.